Hari Om. Am I audible? Hari Om everyone. Happy Sunday to all. Welcome you all for the session today for the Sadhana Day class. We will first start the session with chanting Omkara 3 times with Chandi Mantra followed by Guru Stotra. Om. Om. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunattu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Viddushavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Guru Stotra. अगण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं
चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन
तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजितपदाम्बुजा वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्योय तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्यशाश्वतशान्तो व्योमातीतो निरञ्जनः बिन्दुनादकलातीता तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढा तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः भुक्तिमुक्तिप्रदाता च तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्ता कर्मबन्धविदाहिने आत्मज्ञानप्रदानेन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। शोषणं भवसिन्धोश्च ज्ञापनं सारसम्पतः गुरोपातोदकं सम्यक् तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नाद श्रीजगन्नाथ मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरु मदात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरुरादिरनादिश्च गुरु परमदैवतं गुरो परतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं गुरुदेव देव। हरि ओम। Hari Om. Now we will move to the main session of the day. Today we have Brahmachari Sundar Chaitanya ji with us to take the session. Brahmachari Sundar Chaitanya did his Vedanta course from Sadhibani Sadhanalaya, Mumbai, a 13th batch from 2005 to 2007 under Puja Guruji Swami Tejomayanji. Sundarji is serving at CIF from 2013 October onwards in facilitating all our CIF book editing, proofreading and pre-press works. He has conducted one batch of online webinar HSC course, including Foundation Vedanta course, Advanced Vedanta, and Upanishad course. Presently, Sundarji is doing PhD at our CBB on value education curriculum based on Ramayana as full-time research scholar. Now let us welcome Sundarji to take today's session followed by question answers. Hari Om, welcome Sundarji.
Hari Om to everyone. It's a wonderful opportunity for me, and I feel gratitude to meet you all this month's session, because in our daily life, it's a full of experiences, and we also want our experiences, all our experiences, as joyous and full of happiness. So this moment I felt being with you is also one among that. And I'm aware that you all are doing this home study courses. And these sessions are happening for the past 6 months. So we might have discussed, our Swamiji might have took on karma yoga, sadhana, bhakti, and various aspects. And you all also have gone through and read, reflected on these thoughts of the course which you study. So this is a wonderful opportunity again for this sadhana and swadhyaya and some seva. So what is this seva? You have given me this opportunity of seva. So being with you and reflecting some aspects of wisdom which our ancient seers, our masters gave to us. So I will also reflect on Foundation Vedanta course little bit, and then Advanced Vedanta course, then Bhagavad Gita course. So at this limited time, very essential aspects, because we have very less time. So monthly once only we are meeting. So when we woke up this morning, early morning, we initially hear the voice of chirping of birds. So, those whose home is have a lot of trees, so you will hear those voice. Today, very fortunately in our CAF, we listened the voice of peacock also. It's a new arrival. So last night there was heavy rain. So very surprised for me, being here for the last 9 years, the peacock sound is so good. And this sound gives us joy for many of us. And this sound makes us to awaken. So from our dark sleep, quiet, calm sleep, we just get up. So particularly we hear the senses of ears, and then it reaches to our mind, and then it awakens. The intellect says, come on, get up from the deep sleep, which I have been sleeping for more than 6 hours or 8 hours. And then there is activity starts, our activity. We get up, and then we move around, washroom, and then one by one. So these activities, it goes forward for each activity. We are aware, as we studied the Foundation Vedanta course also, everything drives us towards happiness. We want joy. We want to feel that happiness, joy. First, we want to wash our face and then washroom, that duty. So we feel relaxed, we feel happy. So what is happiness? So that is, we will discuss also. And the efforts of all our activity, human. So all our efforts towards two things, we all know. So that also we will discuss a little bit. And 2 days back, so our university kids, they are in 16, 17, 18-year-old. Today is Sunday. They have this new terminologies. FOMO, acronym, FOMO. FOMO. So what is this FOMO? So among you, if you might have been aware of that. And then JOMO, JOMO, JOMO. What is this JOMO acronym? So fear of missing out, that is FOMO, fear of missing out. So because many, they don't want to get up in the early morning. They just want to continue their sleep more, because Sunday. So they are afraid of something. I don't know what they are afraid of, what they are fear of. But no Sunday. Then JOMO, what is joy of missing out? So today, as I was going to our temple in the campus, I saw our youngsters playing badminton. So those who play at that early morning 6, they will feel that, JOMO, joy of missing out. I'm missing out the game, cheerful, wonderful, muscles all are now active. So I should go to that game, I should get up. So each of our activity drives us intellectually, mentally, and then senses, eyes brighten up, and legs, hands. So we, totally clean up ourselves, wear our dress, take that badminton racket, and then wear our shoes, go. So that's called joy of moving out. So that's the joy of moving out, but there is something called FOMO, fear of missing out also. We can give explanation, but these are all terminologies due to the Instagram, the modern social apps, Instagram. So there are a lot of morphed images people create and share. So reel, they say reel, film reel, like all fake things. With that, they want to create a jealousy among their youngsters, among their friends. But those all are reels, but not a real thing. The real thing is you come early morning, you move around your garden, you move around your village surroundings, trees, plants, among the youngsters. You feel, that breathe, that breeze. And then you feel, that happiness, that is a real happiness, REAL, real happiness. And that happiness is our own true nature. Why do we attract towards that happiness? Because that is our own true nature. During that sleep of 6 to 8 hours, we were in that real happiness, but that is called the Sushupti state, deep sleep state, but mind gone sleep. So we are aware, we might have gone through our lessons, reflected over it. So the Brahman state, we are there, but we are not aware. But when we get up, we also aware that I am that Ananda Swarupa. My true nature is Atma, that is Satchidananda, that is true reality, supreme reality, pure consciousness. That nature is bliss, so that I can feel. So that is in our thought only. So with that, so these all are the reflections our Gurudev used to give. So there is a topic comes. So when happiness, so we can reflect a lot about what is real happiness, what is real happiness. So is that happiness is the state of mind, or is the happiness is in the objects? So including the world completely, our co-family members, our friends, or our gadgets. So does that give happiness, or happiness is my state of my mind? So if we keep reflecting, then early morning we get up, we move around, because we want to be one with our real nature. So, but unaware of this, most of the people in their life, when they get up, they fear, they are afraid. There is some agitations, there is some disturbances, there is some anxieties, there is sorrow, there is a pain, and a lot worries from they get up every day morning until they go sleep. They also in that same state of mind, which is very painful. Many experiences. From which age onwards? Maybe childhood later, adolescent stage onwards, because when the child is young, growing up, that child never feels. But when our intellect matures, then only it drives us towards, like impulsively, like all living beings, impulsively they move around. That is what they want. But we are a little different. We have the choice. And so we understand slowly. So there is a shloka, Panjavarshani Lalayet. So a child should be lullaby, like so should be with a lot of love and joy. It should be pampered and smiled at them and lived with them with a lot of fun, joke, cherishing happiest moments. So Panjavarshani Lalayet. And then Dasavarshani Tadayet. So from the age of 6 onwards till 15, the discipline should be enforced. Regulation should be brought, because the child intellect start becoming more vigor, more active. So at the till 5, child we should consider as one among the other living being. Whatever the child does, because intellect not grown much. So 6 onwards, slowly it grows, and it takes the finger and it want to touch the fire. The nature of power, fire is hot, fire burns. The child doesn't have it, but the mother and father should give that wisdom, that knowledge. So fire is heat, the nature, power of nature. We have to make them understand the child. Slowly, first time, then child never goes near to that fire. And it understands the nature of power, each power, slowly, from the age of 3 or 4, 5. And it understands water, so fluid. And if we drink, it satiates our thirst. And it's pure. It understands what is pure, what is dirty. Similarly, it understands what is air, fan. Shall I switch on fan? Shall I switch on AC? The child, nowadays very intelligent. And slowly understands. So air gives, we breathe. That brings life. It slowly understands space. Oh, give me my space. Sometimes, give me my mobile. So it is, the whole world is mobile only nowadays, child, or a gadget. And it helps his mother and father. I will tell you what you want to cook, or which bus you have to catch. Everything the child is mastered. Space, give me my space. It also says, give me my space. People are giving a lot of lectures. You are not allowing me to play. Slowly, child, as we also grown up that. So this school, Panjavarshani Lalayat, after that, Dashavarshani Tadayat. So discipline, regulation. Why? Because the knowledge, wisdom is to be given. Why? Because we have that intellect slowly growing, maturing. And so that adolescent stage, it understands everything. And the values is given at the age when the child is 6th standard, 7th standard, 8th standard, right age values given, a lot of stories told about ourselves, about our forefathers, about our society, various relatives, about our great personalities of our nation, the whole universe. That it also understands the feelings and the emotions. It understands, it appreciates, it seeks love as well as it showers love. Child showers love. Mother, don't worry. It comes and hugs mother. When mother is in some pain, it hugs the father. It helps the father. The child helps the father. Child helps the family member, relative. So we feel also elated with a lot of joy. This child is so good, we say. We appreciate. we admire, we want to talk with that child, spend with that child more time, be with that child. Why? Because our nature is that Sachidananda Ananda Swarupa. So being ourselves is our real nature. That's what we see one with all the living beings. So that's that 7th standard, 8th standard, the values given. And stories grandfathers, grandmothers tell, and they when the child is 2nd standard, 3rd standard, 4th standard, though the intellect is not much matured, but it loves to look forward to listen more and more stories. So that's the journey, goes forward, and it understands what is the adolescent stage. Then the puberty, that thing it also understands, whether girl or boy slowly. And at the age of 15, 16, they try to hide a lot of secrets from the mother and the father. So now our Chanakya, this says, Kautilya Chanakya says, Sodasha Varshe Prapte tu, when the child becomes a grown youth, it becomes 16-year-old. So we have to become the friend. Sodashe, 16th, we have to become friend. Sodasha Varshe Prapte tu. Putram, that child should be treated as Mitram, as our own best friend. That's a blessed family. I do come across a lot of blessed family where this way of bringing up with wisdom and a lot of love and respect. There is a trust, and that child unfolds so beautifully, understanding what is the skill it has, what the talent it has, and the parents also giving a lot of opportunity and each different field of learning. And then that opportunity also brings that child joyfully bringing out happiness. That child also, while performing, it is happy, while everyone, it gives smile and a charm and a happiness, and there is the peace. Sodashe Varshe Prapte tu Putram Mitravad Acharayed. So this is also happening in our same life. So not understanding all these things, people their efforts. Now the human has such a beautiful intellect. The choice is ours, but not understanding this. What we seek, all our efforts seeking, is a revulsion from sorrow. I don't want sorrow. Morning, getting up, oh, I want to sleep, because sleep is happiness. The ignorant things, sleep is happiness. So as then we don't want to take up any good activity, because that person doesn't know how to have a right contact. So we have a mind which is agitated, disturbed, but we have the senses, we are aware. So these 5 senses, organs of knowledge or organs of perception, the eyes, and then ears, and then nose, and then this touch, and then taste. With that, we try to understand this world. And then organs of action, legs, so all hands, speech. So these all we are aware, but when we don't master the senses, which need to be regulated, which need to be organized by the mind through our wisdom in the world, while performing our activity, so then there is a problem. So that person is facing the agitation, disturbances, pains, sorrows. So our whole life is given a wonderful opportunity, like this opportunity for me to be with you all, to meeting you all, sharing this some thoughts, reflecting as part of our Swadhyaya. So you all are doing sadhana. You have got up, and you might have after your bath and everything. So in your front of your prayer room, you might have sat calmly, quietly, lighting the lamp and agarbatti in front of that idol of your own Ishta Devata, and that puja room or whichever room, all feel happy, relaxed, calm, quiet. That being yourself, you might have felt, which is the sadhana level. And then might have sat for some meditation. So that effort, so to getting rid of revulsion of sorrow, so is the pursuit of happiness. That is our true nature. So this sadhana as well as this swadhyaya, now we are also taking up, and you might have also read some portions and deeply thought over it. Try to grasp, try to understand. And always, so ekapadam acharya. So one padam, one quarter of learning happens through your teacher. And then ekapadam swamedaya. You by studying yourself, but ekapadam saha brahmacharya. So your other co-students also is there. You might have discussing with your own friends. And then finally, so kalakramena, over the period of time. So that's why this 1 year course. So we also studied a 2-year course, and now almost 15 years, wonderful journey, being with the masters, being with this realist masters, being with the masters who started living the way of this wisdom, always happy as a subjective scientist, and always for the welfare of people, because they understand they are the embodiment of love, they are the embodiment of happiness, and they are so peaceful. When we meet them, when we interact with them, they are so peaceful. So when we go to Kshetra, like a Ramana Ashramam in Tiruvannamalai, just entering. So in my college days, I just went there and just entered, so calm, quiet. The peacocks are there moving around with a lot of making beautiful noises. And you feel the trees, huge trees, and the few temples and the Goshala. Certain place when we go, we feel so happy, so joyous, so peaceful. And we want to stay there for more. Why? We know, because that is true nature, my true nature. So my true nature, that Atman, which is explained by the rishis of Upanishads, pure consciousness, that absolute reality, that is me, one and the same. The rishi says, Tattvamasi. The Rig Veda says, the Aitariya Upanishad says, Prajnanam Brahma. That consciousness, Prajna, is the Brahman, that Lord. And the other guru says, O Svetaketu, Tattvamasi. Dalaka says, that God is you, one and same. And then the Yajnavalkya says to Maitreyi, his wife, one among good student, best student, that she realizes, Aham Brahma Asmi. I am that Brahman, yeah. I have reflected over it. Shravanam, lot of Shravanam happened. I have studied, listened to various friends, various teachers, various masters. Even I got a guru. So I'm sincerely following my own Ishta Guru, whatever. The sadhana he explained, I am doing, practicing, and trying to gain more clarity over a lot of concepts. And I understand, I have understood that Tattva is, so Aham Brahmasmi, I can feel it. And then again I come and say, I also reached your state. I also nowadays started living happily, peacefully, giving a lot of happiness, like our mission motto, Chinmaya mission motto, Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayanand gave maximum happiness for maximum people for maximum time. So the mission, Chinmaya mission, also giving an opportunity. So with your skill, with your talent, with your available time, with your resources, please come to our place, wherever the town, city you are, and you take up some activity as a facilitator, coordinator. You do some, then you will also feel happy. And be with yourself. Giving. Because giving means there is a love. Love, respect, give, because that's the true nature. And that's what the real play of the God who have created us. He has given an opportunity to come out of this ignorance of many years, of many births. Now, over the period of time, we slowly realized, we have understood, we are So the technique is very simple. So let us do a lot of sadhanas. Let us do some swadhyaya, and finally, let me be with the people, do some seva. So as we also doing seva among everyone, so we become perfect, more perfect. So exceeding excellence. And that excellence gives be one with ourselves, true happiness, joy. So as I was reflecting, we find these thoughts in Foundation Vedanta course. So, and we are, as I was mentioning, we are humans with these all examples. So in Advanced Vedanta course also, so we find Bhagavan Shankara's the 9 blessings. So Jandunam Nara Janma Durlabam. So it's Durlabam to get the birth of Nara, being born as a human among the Jantus. Such a blessing, first blessing. So we all got that blessing. We are blessed, first blessing. Second, Jantuna Narajanma Durlam. Tadaha Pumstum. Pumstvan, we are hale and healthy. Our physical body, senses, very rare, they are some issues of, but mostly we are hale and healthy. Pumstu. And Tato Viprada. So our Gurudev says the Viprada is mind, quietude, calmness. So when we are calm, quiet, so we understand the power of nature, what is happening around, the aware surrounding within ourselves. That is Viprata. So that blessing is also there. And then Vaidika Dharma Marga Parata, 4th point. That also we are blessed. We have faith in scriptures. We have faith in our masters. So we have faith in the Lord. So we do some sadhana in our home. So we are following the Vaidika Dharma Marga. And then next step is Vidvatvam. So now we have taken up the study, slowly understanding the concepts about who am I, what is this world, Jagat, who is this God. So what should be my purpose of life, how I should be related with everyone. So that also Vidvatam, we become Vidwan. So slowly getting Vidvat. And then we will realize once Atma Anatma Vivechanam. That blessing also. So since we are the student of Vedanta, so we know what is Atma, what is Anatma. Then Svanubhavam. So the study says, what is Svanubhavam? And then we realize, oh, this is Svanubhavam. Aha, being with myself. Oh, early morning, at sunrise, we see that chirping about, what a joy, that momentary joy. And then sun, that little shining of the sky, different patterns, and the flower, and then fruit, this leaf, some beautiful creations we see, we feel, that is also part and parcel of Swanubhavam, being with ourselves. The moment. So through scripture we understand, oh, that is called the Swanubhavam. And when we started living happily, joyously, continuously, from the time we wake up till the time we sleep, the whole moment was not agitated, not disturbed, no anxieties, no worries. But we do come across some issues, but we keep calm, quiet, and we find solution. How to find solution? We approach, we get it done. But then we have a trust. The Bhagavan is a karma dhyaksha. Bhagavan is operating through us. We understand. Karma yoga, Gita. And he is the Phaladata. That's the highest thing. We understand. Oh, my duty is to doing a lot of efforts. My best, give. And accept whatever. The farmer duty is to cultivate the paddy. And then accept whatever comes, paddy or wheat, whatever harvest comes, he has to accept. Then his happiness is in his hands. So this secret of karma yoga we understand. Then karma dhyaksha Bhagavan, karma phaladata Bhagavan. And so this all we understand. Vidvatvam to Atmanatma Vivechanam to Swanabhav. So Swanabhavam also really. Then that stage happens Brahmatmana Samsitihi. So the master says, the master who is living with us, he says, you should be the whole day. Be always happy. Be always in the positive moment. So be cool. And you have studied Vedanta, the end portions of Vedas. That is called Upanishads. That is called Yoga Shastra. So you have studied all those things, reflected. Who gets such an opportunity? You are very much blessed. So it's very easy, as though it's there in your hand. Amlakam, you just have it. And so started living, continuously practicing. So that is Brahmatmana Samsthi. Then that we automatically, so you just learn the swimming, you just learn the driving. So how many of you drive two-wheeler wonderfully, car wonderfully? Many of my friends, whether men or women at the age of 40, 50, 60, they beautifully ride in the big cities traffic. How they mastered that? Same. Our own intellectual clarity about who am I? What is this God? What is this world? Having always right contact, following the regulations, rules, not indulging in anything, thinking that happiness in the objects. Oh, the happiness is my state of mind. So performing my sadhana. Now I'll come to share some interesting few sadhanas. So you all may know. So I just want to reflect few very basic things. So particularly Yoga Shastra. When we say Yoga Shastra, we say Bhagavad Gita is also Yoga Shastra. So it is Srimad Bhagavad Gita Upanishads. So Yoga Shastra, So there the Patanjali says Ashtanga Yoga. So 8 limbs of yoga, he says. The first one is Yamaha, second one is Niyamaha, third one is Asanas, which is Hatha Yoga. We do a lot of Tadasanam, Vrichagasanam, Padmasanam, so Surya Namaskaram. These all are part of third Asanas, Hatha Yoga, that is called. Pranayamam, where Ramdev Baba is very famous. So Anulam, Vidulam, all because pranas, regulations, Pancha pranas. Fourth one, Pratyahara, withdrawing completely from the surroundings. I am also sitting in this among you, withdrawing, no disturbances. Calm, quiet place. So you are also sitting calmly, quietly, completely withdrawn from many things. Then focused. It is called Pratyahara. So these all are outer. And then little internal. Dharana. So concentrated, focused. So we do japa. With that japa, we get this dharana shakti. Focused on particular thing, dharana. And then comes dhyana. So we are supposed to practice some meditation also today. Am I right? If I'm right, yes. So dhyana, meditation. Calmly, quietly. Just being ourselves. Mind is not with any thoughts. It is not an activity, but it is an activity. So that dhyana, being ourselves. And then we achieve that state of samadhi. Samyak adhishtan, our true state. So when we remind ourselves of these 8 limbs of yoga, it's very essential to reflect ourselves. What is this Yamaha, Niyamaha, first one, second one? I hope you all might have come across, but still I want to share. So reflect with you among this time. So Yamaha, so it is otherwise called restraints. So as we elder, we want to restrain the child. Don't put your finger in the fire like that. So don't do this one. Those restraints. So 5 don'ts. What all are they? Ahimsa. Not injuring anyone. Ahimsa. First one. The practice of Patanjali's yoga first starts with ahimsa. Ahimsa is very well known, famous. We find in Gita also many times. So ahimsa. Satya. Not lying. Always truthful. So third one is asteya, not stealing. Not stealing anyone's things or ideas, not stealing. Fourth one, brahmacharyam. So not indulging our senses. So eyes watching correctly, ears, not too much gossips, eat not too much food, what I like, this food I like. This is our sadhana, so tough to come out of our likes and dislikes. So brahmacharya. Finally, aparigraha, not collecting too many things. Graha, collection, parigraha, well collection, aparigraha. Don't collect too much things in our life. So this 5. So don'ts. Now what are the do's? Niyamaha, 5. So cleanliness. We know morning we get up, we try to clean up ourselves. So, and then, our whole body, nails and other thing. And then slowly our clothes, and then our place, so work, everything. Then thoughts, mind, thoughts. So we want to divinize our thoughts, clean. Shaucham is very powerful thing, which we are supposed to do every day. We are doing also, but consciously. Second one, santosha, be happy. And third one is tapas. Lot of tapas, vrata. No, we decide we want to do this Navaratri, Vrata, and a variety of things. So, tapas. And then fourth one, Swadhyaya. So we are here taking up the study. So this is Swadhyaya, about ourselves, about God, about world. So understand what is my purpose of life, how I should lead my life. So all these things. Share this wisdom. Then understand also more. Then finally, Ishvara Pranidhanani. So have faith in that Lord. So he is the Karmadhyaksha, he is the Karma Phaladata. So this is a very, very beautiful 5 don'ts and 5 do's, which I keep on reflecting every day with my youngsters. As I am in Chinmaya Vishwavidyapita University with youngsters, now and then, this only, if they practice these don'ts and do's. And then we find, in Gita, who is the great, best person. So it's considered as a bhakta, devotee. So Advaishta Sarva Bhutana. So all the bhutas, Sarva Bhutanam, all living creatures, don't hate, hatred. So we try to slowly become, we are not hating anyone. Maitraha, friendly. So we find this, 13 sloka, 14 sloka, 15 sloka. Samay, but he is very dear to me. Krishna says he is very dear to me. So that list of bhaktas. And in again, divine qualities, 16th chapter, Abhayam, fearlessness, who is the greatest virtue of a Daiva, Abhayam, fearlessness, when it comes. So Puja Guruji Swami Tejamanji says in the Upanishad course, who is the author of the Upanishad course, he says, when you see everyone as Bhagavan, Brahma, Sarvam Brahmam, then you start loving everyone, respecting everyone, having the right contact with everyone. So talking with correctly, moving, action, every efforts, everything, perfect conduct. So then you don't fear. So that is called abhayam. So that abhyasa, to reach that state, it will take time, practicing this spirituality. Abhayam, Shatvasham Shuddhihi. Second quality in 16th chapter, first verse. The purity of your mind, Satvasham Shuddhi. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi. Jnanam and Yogam, both you are well established. We find in 12th chapter, Sthita Prajna, Gunatita. So all these things, like this Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti, getting established when? So now comes the list. Dhanam, do a lot of charity. And you have plenty, give. Dhanam, Damascha, control of your senses. Don't waste your senses too much in the indulgent, the world, thinking that happiness is in the world. So have control, sense control. So that is Dhanam, Damascha, Yajna. Conduct a lot of Yajna. So here in our temple morning, Havan happens. Here Sunday, our Vedanta Sadhaka course students conduct every Sunday morning 7 to 8 some Havan. So Havan is a variety of type of Havan. Dhanam, Damascha, Yajna. Our work is itself a worship. Wherever we are, whatever the duty. As a homemaker in our home, cooking, our Gurudev says, where your hands, that should be your mind. So I am good cook, taking care of my family members. So that is also wonderful. Yajna. So dhanam, damach, yajnacha, swadhyaya, tapa, arjavam, like that the list goes. Ahimsa, satyam, akrodha. So again, there comes ahimsa, second shloka. Daiva quality, Bhagavan Sri Krishna says. Ahimsa, there also he says, satyam, truth. See, Patanjali says ahimsa as the first. Second, satyam. So here also Bhagavan Sri Krishna says, akrodha, don't get angry. So bhuteshu, so don't too much. So with this, I think we are catching up our time. So I was given the time of 30 minutes. So I was reflecting with you all our pursuit of this knowledge, this wisdom, because this is, for Janma Janmantara. Jantunam, how many jantus living, So Bhagavan there concludes, Shata Janma Koti Sukrudahi Punyehi Vina Na Labhyate. Second shloka of Vivek Shudamni, Shankara Bhagavan says, Shata Janma Koti. So 100 thousands of birth, with that punya karma, good merits we have done, then only we get these 9 blessings. Being born as a human, and then with hale and healthy, and then calm quietude, some common sense, head, mind, and then have faith in this scripture and the God and this Vaidika Sampradayas. And then Vidvatvam, we also reached the blessed of 5th stage. And then 6th, we know what is Atma and Atma. We know what is Svanabhav. So then, only thing we have to reach is Brahmatmana Samsthiti. From morning to evening, we should be always happy. That's what we have to do practice. So we have to find small tips, techniques, start practicing these values consciously. So that pure consciousness of my true nature, so we have to know to be with that, to get established with that. So we have to consciously practicing the values. So loving everyone, friendly with everyone, helping everyone, giving, vibrant life. Very few there are, very few. And we are one among that few. So let us have that courage to accept it. So like, buddhir, balam, yashoho, dhairyam, nirbhayatvam, arogata, ajatyam, vakpatatum, anumasmaranad bhavati. We just remember Bhagavan Hanumanji, you get all these things. What buddhi, what physical balam, dhairyam, courage. Yasha, have faith, because we have faith in the Lord. Vakpatatum, yeah, we can correctly speak, how to speak, when to speak, what to speak. We get everything. So with this, what is next? I don't know. Now our MC has to say something. Hari Om. How are you, Veer?
Service attitude, serving attitude.
Sorry? Okay, no. Next in the program, our edad namak Sandhya. Sandhya, please unmute yourself and kindly facilitate what we should.
Hari Om Sundarji, thank you for this wonderful class, and thank you all for being here in this session. Now, we will be having Puja Gurudevji's video. So Mahesh ji, can you please kindly play the video for us? Mahesh ji.
recently it so happened that I was flying through Hyderabad to Bangalore. But I had to change the plane and I had to wait 45 minutes in Hyderabad airport. Hey, there comes a great deputation. And they started putting pressure. Swamiji, you must come, you must come, you are the right person, and we never knew that you are passing through. Suddenly we heard it. It is a God's grace that we got it, you must come. But I said, look, in 45 minutes I have to fly, and Bangalore I must reach today. Swamiji, the plane will stop. I said, how can the plane stop? We can create a snag in it. And I thought, if you are that way, try to oblige me. I don't mind coming with you. Why? These are people, Indra, the king of gods, the angels, and the gods. They are the deputation that came. I said, what is the matter? We will explain to you as we are driving. And we got in the car, and as we are going, he explained to me that, look, these people are always wanting this, that, everything, a never-ending desire. So we, in the committee meeting, decided in heaven to open up a bazaar. All you want. So that let the people come, demand anything, we will give them, so that their desires may be completed. Now this shop we are opening today. Oh, the whole town was there because they heard that all you want and everything free. Yeah, everybody was there, and Indra and the great rishis and sages and saints of the heavens, they were also there, and all the various instruments of singing. I was told that, please, Swamiji, cut the red ribbon. I cut, and it opened, and we walked in. When I walked, Swamiji, just Sadhana, Dhool, I mean, your dust of your feet must come to our new shop. And I said, okay. I stepped in. And they all came, they were all talking to me, and said, Swamiji, you must barkat for the sanctity of it, you must have been the first customer. Ask for anything. But I don't want anything. Come on, Swamiji, something you ask. So I looked at one of the girls and said, hey, get me an apple. And I saw her immediately dipping down to open the cabinet. I said, I'll bring the apple. And I started talking to them. 5 minutes, 10 minutes are over. And I got annoyed. I ordered you to get me an apple. Where is the apple? She stood there, gave another $10 million smile. But she doesn't know I am negative to all these things. And said, sir, it is right in front of you. What is in front of me? Sir, those small 2 packets. I said, what is it? I am asking you apple. Do you know what is apple? Sir, in this, our shop, we never give the fruit. We give only seeds. You go and keep it, prepare the ground and throw it in the backyard. In 2 years' time, it will become a tree. Thereafter, there will be so many apples that you can distribute it to others also. We in heaven never give you the apple ready-made. It is not a fruit shop. We give you the seeds plus your effort, you can get what you want. Narayana never gives you gift-packed what you desire. He gives you the seeds, the tendency, the faith in yourself and in what you want to do. The more you are doing, the more I give you the faith. And by the power of your faith in yourself and in the destination or the goal that you want to reach, you win what you desire. So don't go to him and saying that, give me my promotion, let my business improve. Oh no! You consistently do for your business what is to be done. I'll give you, the Lord gives you more and more faith in yourself and in what you are doing. By the strength of that faith, you reach your destination. They reach what they want to reach. Meaning, self-effort is the secret of all achievements and successes. Don't they misuse God, saying that I am a devotee of God. God will do it. God has got better things to do. You invoke Him, invoke whatever that you want. Your faith in it increases by His grace, and by the strength of His faith, you win your goal.
Hari Om. Once again, I thank Sundarji for this wonderful class and all who are in this class, Sadhana Day class. Hari Om. Now we will conclude the session by chanting Todagashtakam and Chandamandram. Vidita kila shastra sudha chalate mahitopanishad kadhita Hitaye kalaye vimalam charanam bhava shankara deshikame sharanam karuna varunalaya mam bhava sagara dukkha vituna hritam rachaya kila darshana tattvavidam Bhava Shankara Sharanam Bhava Shankara Sharanam Bhavata Janata Suhita Bhavita Nija Bodha Vicharana Charumate Kalayeshwara Jiva Viveka Vidham Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Eva Bhavaniti Me Nitaram Samajayata Chetasi Kautukitam Mama Varaya Moha Mahajaladim Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Sukrite Dhikrite Bahudha Bhavato Bhavita Samadarshana Lata Sada Atidhinamimam paripalaya mam bhava shankara deshikame sharanam bhava shankara deshikame sharanam jakatimavitum kalita kritayo vicharanti mahamahasachalata Ahimam Shurivatra Vibhasi Guru Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Guru Punkava Ketanate Samatamayata Nahiko Bisudhim Sharanagadavalsalatattvanidhe Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam Viditannamaya Vishadaika Kala Nachakim Janakanjanamasti Guru Drutameva Vitehi Kripa Sahajam Bhava Shankara Deshika Me Sharanam भव शंकर देशिक मे शरणम्। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ। Thank you. Pranam to all. Hari Om.